Yo, what is up guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you're new here, smash that like, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. Ooh la la, Tony Yoka gets completely dominated by Martin Bakole over 10 rounds in Paris. Inexplicably, one judge had this a draw. Martin Bakole won the fight by a majority decision. But quite frankly, Tony Yoka won maybe one round, two if you're being extremely kind. Martin Bakole beat the absolute dog piss out of Tony Yoka in this fight. Now, I have to confess, I got this fight majorly wrong. Going in, I felt Tony Yoka would be far too quick, far too slick, and far too fit for Martin Bakole. I felt that he would outbox Martin Bakole and maybe even stop him late, you know? Because I've never really been sold on Martin Bakole's gas tank or his toughness, but in this fight, man, he dominated Tony Yoka, and it started from the very first bell. Tony Yoka tried to come out and get behind his jab, like he usually does, that quick jab of his, and he was catching Martin Bakole early in the round with that jab, but Martin Bakole, marauding, coming forwards, applying pressure, Tony Yoka could not keep the distance against Martin Bakole, and Martin Bakole, he got up close and really started working the body of Tony Yoka, both with the left hook and the right hook, and he was coming through the middle up close with uppercuts, and he was clubbing Tony Yoka around the side of his guard with looping shots. In round one, Tony Yoka got buzzed by a clubbing shot to the side of the head, a right hand by Bakole. It sent Yoka on unsteady legs. Martin Bakole follows up, he lands another clubbing right hand to the head, and Tony Yoka goes down. He beats the count, but proceeds to get beaten up for the rest of the round. Round two, Tony Yoka tried to regain control behind that jab. Didn't get hit quite as much in round two, but once again, it was Martin Bakole who was the guy forcing the fight. He was applying the pressure. And once again, man, there was far too many times in this round where Tony Yoka wasn't staying consistent with the jab, and he was giving up ground to Martin Bakole. And when Martin Bakole got up close, once again, landing clubbing shots to the body, looping shots around the guard, that sort of thing, and he was really working Tony Yoka over on the inside. And yeah, I mean, Yoka just had nothing for Bakole, quite frankly. Rounds 3 and 4 were much of the same. In fact, at this point in time, I think it was round 3, Tony Yoka's nose went. I think he broke his nose. There was a lot of blood pouring from it. He got a slight nick under the eye as well. His lip was bleeding. His mouth was bleeding. And Martin Bakole was just doing what was working for him, crowding the pocket, working up close, because Tony Yoka had no answer for it. He wasn't firing shots back on the inside. And, you know, he wasn't clinching, he wasn't holding, he was just standing with Bakole up close, not evading anything, not trying to neutralise Bakole, and he was getting worked over. Round 5 was another terrible round for Tony Yoka. Once again, Yoka looked on unsteady legs in this round. The looping right hand around the guard was really a damaging shot for Martin Bakole in this fight. It basically nullified Tony Yoka's high guard because Martin Bakole could just get around it. And he landed a series of shots in round 5, and it looked to me that Tony Yoka took a knee, but the commentator was saying that he rolled his ankle, or, you know, he kind of landed on his ankle awkwardly, so he went down. I'm not sure what the case was, but round 5 was another counted knockdown for Martin Bakole. At this point, Tony Yoka down twice, and has a mountain to climb. And at this point in time, in a 10-round fight, you know, I felt at this point that Yoka lost all of the rounds. He's been down twice. He needs a knockout or multiple knockdowns to win at this point. There was no urgency from Tony Yoka's corner. His trainer is Virgil Hunter, and he was doing the usual, you know, ghost whisperer thing in the corner, but really not saying anything. You know, he needed to light a fire under Tony Yoka's ass. He needed to get out there and try to actually put some hurting on Bakole, but never happened. Round 6 was a little more quiet, and quite frankly, in the second half of the fight, Bakole's output definitely dropped, but even despite that, I still felt he did the better work in round 6. Tony Yoka just wasn't throwing enough. He wasn't active enough with the jab, he wasn't throwing the straight right hand, wasn't trying to mix things up. There was the odd flash here and there, but not enough to win rounds in my opinion. I think Tony Yoka's legit best rounds were round 7 and round 8, where he actually got on his bike a little bit, popped the jab, started scoring with the jab. Martin Bakole was following Tony Yoka around the ring, not getting as much work off. But once again, it was few and far in between from Tony Yoka. At this point in time, quite frankly, it looked like Tony Yoka was in survival mode. I mean, who in their right mind would advise Tony Yoka to box that way when he's lost the first 5 rounds in a 10-round fight, and 2 of those rounds he was knocked down? Yeah, he may have won round 7 and round 8, maybe if you're kind, but it's not the type of tactics that you need to use in a fight like this when you're that far behind, you know? He needed to put it on Martin Bakole, and he never did. Rounds 9 and rounds 10, the final 2 rounds, I felt Martin Bakole regained control. Again, marauding around the ring, just following Tony Yoka around the ring, kind of beating him with arm punches to body and head, forcing him backwards, forcing him to retreat, and you know, he was inflicting more damage on Tony Yoka. And round 10, the last round of this fight, to me, like, Tony Yoka's tactics were inexplicable. Basically in round 10, needing a knockout to win, on anybody's cards, needing a knockout to win, Tony Yoka decides to backpedal and basically not throw a punch. He was boxing like he won the fight 10 rounds to nothing. You know how a fighter will dominate a fight, then they'll take the last round off running. That's literally how Tony Yoka fought in round 10, when he needed a knockout. And yeah, Bakole once again worked him over, caught him with some good shots, some good overhand rights. And that was really the fight, you know, that was really the fight. Disappointed in Tony Yoka's performance. I've always rated Tony Yoka's skills, but as I've said on numerous live streams, I question his chin, and I question his ability to handle pressure. We've seen that in the amateurs, and that was exposed in this fight. I never felt Martin Bakole would be the guy to do it, I have to say that. But yeah, Martin Bakole, he wins the fight, 10-round majority decision. Should have been a unanimous, quite frankly. But yeah, he secures the biggest win of his career. And yeah, a good performance by Martin Bakole. He definitely needs to improve his conditioning, because he definitely slowed down in the second half of his fight. In fact, he weighed in at 276 pounds. I think Bakole needs to shed a bit of weight and improve that cardio, because he does have some skills. He's really good at shortening his punches. For a heavyweight, he's really good up close. He's a really good body puncher. He's got a fun style. Is Martin Bakole going to take over the heavyweight division? No, but he could be a decent fighter, and this is a really good win. So hopefully he builds on this, gets fit, gets better conditioning, and gives it a real go. That's how I see it. As for Tony Yoka, long way back, bad performance, bad optics, he got beaten up. Tony Yoka and his team have a lot of work to do. It's just that simple. But anyway, share your thoughts below. It's been your guy Delboy. Peace.